All right, so I think the big question on everyone's minds right now is, with Cassandra coming up in this next episode, we're finally going to see more of Michael's backstory.
Right.
So,
a backstory I didn't even know about. Yes.
Well,
Right. Yeah.
well, I was going to say, what do you think fans are going to be most surprised to learn about Michael?
I think I feel like Craig and the writers on the show. I mean, they've always been writing very good episodes, but I feel like they've put in a believable way to cause friction between Michael and Nikita. I was very worried when they brought us together so quickly. Clearly, they were going to have to break us up, or at least make things happen, because we're only into the second season of this show. But I implored them to take the right routes, because I didn't know if I could bring my character and have him come back in a believable sense if it becomes, a soap opera,
right,
where we start sleeping with every character and things like that. I'm like, there's just no way to come back from that. So I think that they wrote it in a very cool way. I don't think it's not negative, what they did. It's a surprise, because usually Nikita's always one in trouble,
right,
making decisions for other people. She's actually incorrect half the time on the show, I've noticed. Almost everything she does ends up being wrong. It's kind of crazy. Michael ends up being kind of the calming influence. And this time around, it's something that he's done.
Right.
So it's a cool twist.
Okay.
But it's nothing negative. It's just life. And it's just something that they now have to deal with, and you can't just throw it away. So I think it's pretty legitimate.
Okay. And you mentioned getting them together so quickly, but I think some of the most fun moments for me is getting to see those softer sides to both of them.
Yes.
But now that there is friction because of Cassandra, should we expect that to change going forward? Should we expect them to be apart for a little while?
Well, I
or
can
is it
explain
just
why I'm in LA right now.
Well,
If that doesn't give away anything. On the CW, which I learned last year, I wasn't aware of their, obviously, the politics, but apparently they have like a mid-season break.
Right.
And then, obviously, in the season break. So, this year, now knowing that, I know up to the mid-season break.
Okay.
But the mid-season break was basically going to be a cliffhanger. So, I don't know anything after that. And I'm learning this little by little. They're afraid to tell us too much, especially this year.
Right.
And, you're going to see some separation for sure.
Right.
But even in the episode that we're shooting now, which is 209, I believe, yes, I'm still in it for a little bit, and I still communicate with Nikita. And it's just, I guess the best way of putting it is that it's not like a breakup.
Right.
It's more of a break, or like you need time. But like I've heard in the very next episode, 210, I'm not in it a ton either, but I appear in a very cool way to save her again. And then apparently me and her and another character, which you can't talk about, are stuck together for a few.
Okay.
So we'll see. It's not in the world of Nikita that Craig's created. Nothing lasts for a long time. I mean,
right.
It's like the way that one of these episodes are going to end is you're going to think they're on a break for a long time. I'm already seeing her 2 episodes later, so
right.
It's sort of like.
And I mean, you're not moving out of Burkhoff's place, because where would you go?
Or even move into Burkhoff's place, because so many different things are happening. We're moving around a lot.
Okay.
So it's very. Yeah, without giving away too much. It's very, the show continues to be on the run.
Okay. Okay. And the episode that we're seeing on Friday with Cassandra, are we seeing a lot of flashbacks, or are some of the scenes that maybe are in promos that are getting everybody all riled up present day? Because there's some steamy stuff that it looks like.
Oh, I haven't focused on those questions on Twitter.
I have, because they replied you when I said I was talking to you, and they were like, ask him all of these, and I was like, well, he's seeing them right now, you guys.
Now, well, my main thing is I haven't seen any of the promos.
Okay.
So, I have no idea what it looks like.
Okay, but I would imagine we are seeing a lot of flashbacks.
Yes, it is flashbacks. I think, I'll put it to you this way, I'll put it to the fans this way. I know what they're probably worried about. And
of course.
It's nothing to worry about in that episode.
Oh, but maybe later on.
And then I can't even answer that because I don't know that.
Okay.
So, I mean, later on, there's a lot of ins and outs that I can say, because obviously I know the actress, I know that we
Sure.
can talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes they know they're coming back, sometimes they don't. So that sometimes gives it away. If they're like, "Yeah, I'm coming back in December to shoot an episode," you're like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
So obviously something's happening.
Okay.
But we don't know about that yet either. And in what might be a little bit of separation time, I'm in the episode and she's not. So there's it's a real problem. Is basically what they're putting up, and I think the fans will understand that. They may not love it, but it's something that could have happened to Nikita. It's something that could have happened to anyone. It just happened to happen to Michael, and it's really done well. It's real problems. It's not like making Nikita fall for Owen all of a sudden, who she's known for, in our world, for one season.
Right.
But, or Orion Fletcher, or somebody who's brand new, who, under weird circumstances, might have someone, fall for each other. But I've always said I've never understood the Nikita Owen thing. If Owen killed her first love,
well,
that's
no.
a ridiculous
I
thing
mean,
to
he
do.
said he sees them as brother and sister, so that would be weird for other reasons.
Right, I would see that too. I can see the Ryan Fletcher thing. I can see things like that, and they may pull on that. But I think bringing people from the past is a better call.
Yeah.
New characters is a better call because it's easier for them to bring Michael and Nikita back.
Right.
When it's something that is written correctly and like that.
Right.
So, long story short, I don't think for this particular episode 5, there's not. It's flashbacks.
Okay.